that trend. I'm going to do the trend that's like, don't judge. Because I did the don't judge trend, but I'm going to redo it and be like, don't judge. That could be you, and I'm going to be like, don't judge. You could be a Temu Victoria Justice online pocket watching someone. Because why are you making video talking about Shein and Comic-Con before burying my brother? First of all, I don't have any clothes. I only have like 3 pairs of pants, and I'm tired of having to keep washing, because I don't have any clothes. A lot of my clothes are in storage, and they're all the way in the back, which I can't get to the back. So, God forbid, I want to get clothes. And not only, I can't say why I need to get nicer clothes, because that's none of your business. I don't need people to be following me around, stalking me or whatever. But the fact that you're online pocket watching someone is so weird. And then telling them what they need to do with their money, that's weird. Like, who in the world is gonna spend $3,000 at Comic-Con? Of course not. Yeah, I can still go to Comic-Con. I can still do what I need to do and then save money to bury my brother. Like, are you dumb? What makes you think I'm gonna spend $3,000 at Comic-Con when the money that I was getting from Temu was supposed to go to a car? But instead, because I have to learn to drive, I have to get my driver's license. There's so many other things, and right now a car, when I don't have an income, just doesn't make sense, because if the car breaks down, I have to put gas in the car. You know, there's a lot of things that go to it, so I'm going to have to hold off on the car. But for you to be pocket watching someone and try to tell them what to do with their money they earned is very weird, considering the fact that you're a grown adult. Worry about yourself and your bills, and I'll worry about mine. Okay. Weird, but okay. You know what is literally weird is sitting here talking about a situation you know nothing about by replying to me telling me that I lost a friend because I stalked them, considering if I stalk somebody, why are they talking to me? You got, like, and I've literally told people to stop with the filming, and people do not listen. Like, the last place I was at, like, the shelter, this girl literally walked by and filmed me on an iPad, acting like she wasn't trying to film me. Like, I know that the shelter had informants and people, like, spying on me. How is that allowed? Like, I don't understand. Like, people can film me, but you try to say that I'm filming on property? That is so weird. Like, I don't get it. Instead of being invested in someone else's friendships, relationships, etc., maybe you should worry about yours instead of worrying about mine. Because, yikes, how are you going to sit here and say that and then you don't even know the whole situation? And considering the fact that you think you know, that's crazy. I went to the library every day, right? I went live, so how am I stalking someone while I'm possibly in a room going live? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, the things that I did were documented, so I will never understand how people are sitting here saying, like, oh, well, you stalked this. How did I have time to stalk this person? How can I be at 2 places at once? It does not make sense. Like, I'm not even going to continue to talk about this situation because I'm not going to push it any further. It doesn't matter. Like, at this point, like, I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to explain anything. Like, you guys spend too much time on people's parasocial relationships that you don't even focus on your own. Because I've seen people literally say, I gave up on love because my favorite couple broke up. It's so weird. Like, whenever someone does something because you're invested, not even in relationships, but parasocial relationships with actual content creators that you think you're in a parasocial relationship and they owe you every facet of their life, and when you find out something about them you don't like, all of a sudden you turn on them, you target them, you attack them, and then it's like creepy. You need to divest yourself from these parasocial relationships and focus on yourself instead of worrying about what other people got going on. It's weird. So, Sammy is blocked because Sammy is a major hater that has been hating for a long time. You don't like me. you think I'm a predator, then why are you following me and why are you on my page? I'll just block you. I'll help you since you can't help yourself. So let me explain. No, you are not a predator unless you are registered. You cannot say, well, you don't have to be registered to be a predator. Okay, but I have no records whatsoever with the police of doing anything with children, which is really weird why you keep pushing this children thing, considering the fact that I have absolutely no record. I am literally not banned from stepping foot on schools, so I could step foot on an APS school. I could literally live near schools because I'm not registered, and also because I don't have a record, and I never will have a record of anything with minors, just because you are hoping, or maybe you're projecting and you're the one with the record. Who knows? Because it does sound like projection. So Sammy is blocked because Sammy is a major hater that has been hating for a long time. You don't like me. You think I'm a predator, then why are you following me and why are you on my page? I'll just block you. I'll help you since you can't help yourself. So let me explain. No, you, because, why are you trying to tell me anything and try to say, well, yeah, of course, a lot of predators are not registered, but they still have records of doing things with kids. You can't sit here and lie on someone and then expect them not to sue you. I have not done anything inappropriate, nor have I done anything hella inappropriate with children or had any inappropriate conversations with any minors. Like people try to say from some old group chat where I didn't say anything inappropriate and I was helping two young individuals who were underage from preventing them from harming themselves because they were being bullied. They were having a hard time with their family. I didn't want to feel responsible if I didn't do anything to step in and try to talk to them and help them out of not harming themselves. But apparently you wouldn't know that because you bullied them into doing it. Like, I went through all these things, and of course, when I see someone who is struggling, who doesn't have family, mind you, they couldn't go to their parents because the parents were being so, like, making everything so stressful on them. They had to be like this perfect person, and everything was weighing down on them. Everything around their life was falling apart, and like both these people wanted to take their life, harm themselves, and I wanted to be the person to step in and make sure that they know that they're valued, that there is a better way than that. And you know, I think if we hadn't somewhat stepped in, who knows what would have happened to them. I'm sorry, but people just make situations way worse than what they actually are. Not cool. Because let's be honest, the younger people would literally bully other younger people into doing it rather than helping them. I was more so friends with the people that were closer to my age in that group chat, which there were other adults, other people that were around my age in that group chat as well that no one literally wants to address because they want to focus on me, which made sense. I was not in a group chat full of minors. Like, people loves to paint this false narrative. And of course, I'm going to be that person because I was bullied. I didn't have anyone in elementary school. I could have hurt myself because, you know, I wanted to, because I was bullied. When they would touch me, they would be like you and act like I had cooties, or I passed germs to them, and they would wipe it on someone else, and it would go down the line, and it was very horrendous, horrible bullying that I suffered in elementary school. I suffered bullying so bad that I thought of harming myself when I was in elementary school. Yes, I have had thoughts. You know, I never acted on it, thankfully. But imagine being that young in elementary school and that's how you feel. It was my friend got hit in the head with a rock because she was friends with me. That could have cost her a concussion. I had another friend who would just out of nowhere just have seizures. And it was very scary to see that. In elementary school, my friend would just, you can't control your seizures. You know, and then my friends being bullied because they were friends with me, being called the worst thing you could be called, while also being sexualized as someone who was young in elementary school is crazy. So y'all seen the drama with Ashley Graham and her sister? Ashley, we're gonna need you to come up to the front and address this, because I love Ashley Graham, right? I follow her because she's like a plus size, like, model girly. I've never understood celebrities. And let me tell you something. I was going to become successful so I can get a house for my whole family. But I've never understand celebrities having siblings that are living out of a car. Like, and I get it, they're not entitled to their relatives' money. But if you've known that your sister is struggling, I would not, even if I was rich, I would not let any of my family members be homeless. I would not say, well, you gotta live in a car while I have all this money. Like, of course, if I have money, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna get you a place to live. Like, and then to take her baby, the mother took the baby, crazy.